Hey guys, it is Jenna from the Board Game Garden, and we are here at the Ivy Games studio playing some Mythic Mischief, Volume 2, with Bob.
Bob's
AKA
back.
Bob is back.
AKA Alex from boardgameco. We are diving into, what is it called? Hijinks? Hijinks is called something. What's the
Hedge
second?
Maze.
No, the second one's called Volume 2 something. Hijinks.
Well, there's a few boxes here. It's High Stakes Hijacks.
High stakes hijacks or hijinks. It's
Hijinks?
Hijinks. See, I got the hijinks part correct.
We got it eventually.
Yeah, we got there. Yeah, we're gonna be diving into this over here. I'm gonna be playing as the
1v1.
Gnomes, and you are playing as.
I'm playing as the Fairies, which this is my first time playing the Fairies.
First time playing as the Gnomes. Yeah,
Perfect.
so we're gonna see how this goes. But
Yeah.
we have not yet rolled for first, so
No,
if we
we
want to
have
go ahead
not.
and do that, we're gonna go ahead and I rolled a nice solid 1. That's gonna roll
I
that
also
again. We're
rolled
gonna
a
roll
1.
it again. Mine's off camera, but it's a 5 off camera. But
Mine is a 3.
I got that. I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? I'm gonna go first, which tends to be my go-to. We have to put out our tomes on these starting spots over here. There are various how to play videos you can watch over on the Mythic Mischief, the Ivy Games channel if you want to check that out to get a feel for how this game plays. The basic idea is it's going to be an abstract puzzle where we are trying to avoid the hedge keeper, the grounds hog, all those various terminologies. We're avoiding this guy over here, and we're trying to not get caught by him while we, gather our tomes and ultimately either outpace them and whoever has the higher score wins, or when somebody goes to 10, they'll win the game. And we're using our powers and abilities along the way. Meanwhile, he's going to be wandering from location 1 to 2 to 3, going to those destination tokens, a few other things, but we're not going to heavily get into everything. Instead, I'm going to start by placing, which is how it goes, and he's going to be going that way, but I control the first turn, which gives me some degree of flexibility, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I get to insert a...
So I think I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go over there, say nice out of the way. I will also go over here because why not? And then I'll go over this part over here is my least favorite because it involves, you know what, I guess I should start in there because that makes sense.
That's smart.
That does make sense.
Also remember that you can burrow.
I can burrow.
You can burrow.
Burrowing is going to be one of our abilities. The Gnomes actually have an interesting comparison compared to the other factions where over on the move track down here, they have their regular movement, but they only have 1 die for movement and 1 die for burrowing movement, which is where they dig underground and just jump forward 2 spots, avoiding everything along the way, which is a totally different thing than any other faction, where every other faction has a singular row here. They have 2 different abilities on 1 row, which makes them fairly unique in the world of Mythic Mischief.
I've played the Gnomes quite a few times, so I feel like I have a better understanding of what you can do to me.
I have been destroyed by the Fairies multiple times, so I have a better understanding of how you can destroy me.
Trying to, avoid you at all costs.
Yeah, Pixie Dust, in my opinion, is the craziest ability in Mythic Mischief that I am still wrapping my head around how to avoid.
Yep.
Okay, and with that, we're going to go ahead and start this off. So, right about now, I actually like where I'm there at the moment. I'm going to go, I only have 2. I'm not used to starting with 1 movement. This is already a little bit of a problem. So to that end, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and use my first burrow to pop onto here and take a potion, which is not what I intended to do, but that's what's happening now. From here, this guy going out of the way is fine with me, so I think that the next step is probably going over here and taking this guy and just knocking that off, and that's probably going to be my entire first turn because you're going to be heading down here, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's interesting, but I think I'm still safe enough. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and use these. I'm going to slot 1 into a burrow because I think that's actually going to give me a lot of flexibility. And then I could slot things down over here. I'm not even going to try to capture you right now. It's fine. But I do like slotting other things in, but the movement really is a big deal. So I'm going to slot 1 more movement in here. We're going to try to get that as a regular thing. And then I'm going to boost, and I'm going to, this should not be at 2. I don't know why that's at 2. This should be at 0.
Oh, he's cheating already.
I'm cheating already. We're going to boost this over to a 4, which is going to give me a lot of movement flexibility. And then we are going to boost this into a, we're going to boost it into a 1. Being able to move the Tome Keeper is a big deal. And so we're going to go ahead and reset our dice. And with that, Jenna, it is, I believe, your turn.
So he's going to move 3. Oh, he's actually going to move 4. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3.
And then right back.
And then 4.
Yep.
Okay.
And now it's to you. To your turn while I reset some of my dice over here.
Alex is so good at talking through his thoughts, which I am not.
Well, I realized once upon a time that you can either have incredibly fast turns where you're always, always just doing things on the board, or you can get slightly better at talking while doing things, and then people don't notice that you're taking longer than you otherwise should. So it's really a survival technique more than anything else. And survival by talking is what I do well.
Survival All right. If I distract, will he end up going this way?
It looks like, I mean, so I think if you move here, you can choose the direction. Yeah, you absolutely can do that. That is totally reasonable, and I don't like that you noticed that.
Bummer. Sucks for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna distract.
Because then either way involves him passing through there. So yeah, you're not wrong at all.
And then I can move a hedge from me to an opponent.
If you can move a hedge right here, that'd be great.
Absolutely not.
I think that'd be great. I think everyone would appreciate that move. We also should put a tome down here to mark our score.
Okay. I think I have a lot of movement.
You know what I think Ivy Games should do?
2.
I think should have new score trackers that are like books. They should be full-on books, not like little things, like a full book that goes into the slot and tracks your score for each action. Yeah. Just more deluxeified score trackers.
More deluxe.
Their games aren't deluxe enough, I find. I find their games are often just not nearly premium enough.
Okay, I definitely need to get out of the way, so I'm going to use another movement to just move there.
Move, fairy, get out the way.
Get out the way.
Those are the actual lyrics, by the way. Little known fact. Those are the original lyrics.
Oh, can I do that? 1, 2, 3. He's just going to stop there. And then 1, 2. You're obviously going to move out of the way. But then she's going to get caught.
Well, no, by default it would go here, because that has a bramble on it. So I'd have to intentionally do something else, but it would never take that pathway.
Ah, perfect.
By default. I'm not saying there's things I can't do to convince things.
Very true. I don't have any more movement. Diagonal here, so I think I'm just going to use it.
Over here. I don't know what's happening at all with my board. My board is just nothing's cheated yet, but this board is set up.
Okay, and I'm just going to keep this so I can keep it for next time. So
you're moving Tomekeeper to the right, I assume.
Apps.
The hedgehog. Sorry, the hedgehog.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And he's going to stay there because he can't.
Right. Good call. Yeah. Good call. That is an unfortunate capture right there. It had to happen eventually, but it's not something I'm thrilled with that it happened now.
This typically happens to me in games if we play any bigger games, which I don't think we've actually played any bigger games together. We have not played bigger games yet. So I usually take the lead at the beginning, and then it all just goes downhill from there.
This bodes well for me.
This bodes well for me. That's why I have.
We're on trend.
Good luck.
Okay, to my turn. Well, actually, I'll let you set your board and play as I think through my options, trying to figure out exactly how I can avoid things. So avoiding things should be the easy part-ish, but past that, it's a little bit more not as certain. I wish I did have 2. Right now, 1, 2, 3, 4 is where it's going, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. There are things that can be done. There are things that can be done. There are prizes that can be won. There are places I can go. There are gnomes that you don't know. I'm going to move one of your people.
This guy knows way too many songs.
That's not a song. That's just me. That's just me
doing making up a song.
I mean, honestly, once you don't know the lyrics to the songs you're singing anyway, it's only a small line to make up the songs entirely. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4 would be the most. With only one distract, this is the furthest I can get it. Which means that at most, and since I only have a limited amount of movement control over you, right now I'm going to capture one of your people. That's the maximum I can do because I don't see a way. Oh wait, there's also walls. I didn't leave myself
in a very good spot.
No, there's wall navigation. I forgot about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting. Intriguing, but not necessarily as intriguing as you might think. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, this could move. If I got here with anyone, which I could start there, then this could move somewhere, but it can't move to here anyways.
No, it has to be around you. It's not going to help you.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. Only around me.
Not for me.
With only one. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
It's great
so then
for
I'm
me.
going to keep it pretty simple. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this down 1 to just pop you over here because that seems basic enough. That'll take you out of play. I need to put someone down the board, so let's go ahead and take care of that. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 if nothing else changes, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with nothing else changing. So then I just need to get out of the way. Although if I want the tome keeper to be able, if I want to be able to collect tomes, then that's a different story. So if I go over here,
I think you should just collect some tomes.
And go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, Yeah, I think I'm going to stay over here just comfortably and safe. I'm going to start with that, so that's my first option over there. Then I'm going to go ahead and pop down to 3 movement over here, where I can move this guy down here. And then I'm going to burrow to pop over to over here, and then spend 1, popped over, and then 1 movement down there. Okay, did you boost, by the way?
I did.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we're going to go ahead and collect that tome. I still have another tome to collect, but it's where the Tomes Keeper is, which isn't my favoritist because I want the tome.
Favoritist.
I could go ahead. This is not yet. I don't want that in play. So if I go where the people are.
I want to be
where the people are. Taking the tomes and destroying your fairies.
Be Alex.
Yeah. Okay. So if I go ahead, I have 2 movement left, which is fine-ish, maybe. Fine and dandy-ish. I can go 1, burrow, and 1. Intriguing. No, not really. Not really.
Intriguing.
I don't love this. 1, 2, 1. I want things. I want the pretty things.
Don't think about it too much.
I think I'm fine for right now. We're gonna go ahead and leave it.
2-player blitz.
No, we're gonna leave it. I'm not gonna worry about this too much. It's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine.
Everything's fine.
What I will do is I'll go ahead and just pop a burrow to just pop over here because why not? And then let's go ahead and pop a movement to go down 1 over here. That really sets me up for just kind of being a little in the way. And then we're going to go ahead and resolve the Tomekeeper. Tomekeeper's gonna go 1, 2, 3, and 4, taking you out, moving me over here. That'll be the situation. Then I'm going to go ahead and reset my dice, putting a tome into play.
Oh yeah, you really
Still
got
one
out
more
of the way.
tome that I want. I will pop this down onto the wall movement because I do like that. And we're going to go ahead and resolve this to. I'm going to move this down to 2. You know what? Honestly, the 4 movement as a regular ongoing thing is not a bad thing. But you know what? 2 movement might be enough right now. I'm going to actually leave it at 2 movement. Leave it at 2 boosts, and then I can go ahead and boost this straight to 2. You know what? The 2 is not bad. I like that flexibility. I'm going to go ahead and bump it to 2 shifty. And we're going to call that a day right now. We are good to go. Your turn.
All right.
We have a little less movement, but a lot more control. It's all about control.
Well, I already know how I can get 1 of yours. It's just a matter of...
The speed of that confidence is intimidating. It's not the confidence, it's the speed.
I need to figure out a way. I could get a tome. I could just do that. It would kind of be, for the most part, out of the way once he goes back up to 3.
Now, while we're not playing Blitz mode, maybe I'll put a 2-minute timer on when I burst into random song instead.
Okay. I just need to make sure if I use all of those movement for that fairy. Oh, I do also need to make sure that I place this fairy first. And that actually can make it easier for me. So I think I'm going to place here. And that actually does make it a lot easier for me.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to move twice. 1, 2. That made it a lot easier for me to get this tome because I was going to move this one all the way over.
Okay.
I guess I could have moved her up. But I think she's safe because I can control him. Which, speaking of him, I'm actually going to use my pixie dust.
Pixie dust. I hate that thing.
And no.
What happened?
I didn't see that there was a hedge behind him. That's not going to help me. Let me think this through. Maybe I need to try to move that hedge first. How do I move hedges? I move them beside me to an opponent. All right, so before I use my pixie dust, I'm going to go 1, 2. Oh, no. Okay, I can do that first. And then I can move out of the way. Okay, so yes, back to pixie dust. We're going to boom, boom.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then...
Dun, 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 dun. Bum, ba, dum, bum, bum.
I don't think this is actually going to work.
Now, we all technically are in high school, aren't we?
We are.
Which means we're all in this together. Dun, dun, dun. That's a simple lyrics I know. I don't know more than that.
Shoot. I'm not going to have enough movement to... You know what? I know this is probably not... I'm taking back my 2 movement to get this tome.
Do it.
So this tome...
Do what you need to do.
I didn't even add my tome to here. So this tome actually goes back there. Because I did not see that hedge. So I'm going to go 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to move this hedge to here.
Okay.
And then we're going to use the 2 to get me the heck out of the way, for the most part. That's not going to leave me in a good spot, but it's okay. I just want to
get me. Okay.
I'm going to distract, bring him to here. Yeah, that's really not going to leave me in a good spot, but that's okay. And then I could move. No, it's not going to work either. So I actually did already move. Okay. I think that's it. So then he's going to move. 1, 2, 3.
And 4.
Goodbye, Tia. Her name is Tia.
And then 4. Tia. I can work with Tia. Is she a dwarf? Because there's got a little bit of beard situation going on there.
No, this is
Oh,
Tia.
that's Tia. My bad. I thought the hedgehog was Tia.
The hedgehog.
All right, that's going to give you another point over here.
Nice.
And go ahead and slot your tomes and boost. Boost away. Okay. So we're popping back on the board. There is a free capture there, effectively. I don't think you have to do anything even. I think it just is a capture. The question is, can I get a 3 capture? Can I get a 3 capture? 1, 2, 3, 4. So right now we're ending there by 4 without any distracts. With a distract, it could end in 5 over here. 5 I can work with-ish. No, 5 is tricky to work with. Oh, 5 I can work with. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to try this and see what happens. I'm going to burrow to over here. I'm going to distract to capture you. That's going to slide me up over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to shift to pop you down here. I'm going to move 1 to go here. And then move 1 to go here. And then shift to pop you over here.
Oh, no.
And then from there,
did you just get a 3 catch?
That's a 3 capture, yeah.
Oh my
3 capture.
gosh.
It happened.
I was just so excited to use pixie dust.
Pixie dust is fun, but
I just
like
left myself
I like
open.
the burrowing. Now the question is from there, it's going to end over here, which I don't love because they're going to pop up there, which I can work with popping up there. I do have 1 more burrow, so I could burrow safely back out to Nowhere Lands.
By the way, you didn't put Tia back on the board.
Tia did not go back on the board. That's fair. We're going to pop Tia back on the board, also to Nowhere Lands. Good call. Good call. Tia's there.
Tia's out to lunch.
And I still have a wall move if I think it benefits me. The tricky part is I don't know what's going to pop up after here, but we're not there yet. So like that's okay-ish, although I could make your life slightly harder by pivoting this wall over here. I think that's slightly harder. We'll find out. Anyways, that's going to be my turn, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to be
feels
a 3
bad.
Capture.
That hurts.
Austin
that
has done
hurts.
that to me, and it's not the most fun, but it can be satisfying on the other side of the conversation. The 2 movement, I think I'm going to stick with 2 movement right now. I'm not overall feeling the need for more than that. I am going to bump my shift up by 1. We're going to shift this down, and we're going to boost. I've used this going to go down, so I'm going to boost this up by 1. I'm going to boost the distract up by 1, which gives us some flexibility, and it's your turn.
So in this instance, question.
Yes.
He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Can't go back here for 4. So does he just stay here?
There as of right now.
I can't choose to put him over
No,
there.
because the fastest way to the center
It's
would
the
be
center.
staying there.
Yeah, true. Dang. All right.
Why would you want him on the tone? Why would you want him on the...
No, I was hoping that maybe I could get one of your guys there. In some way. All right. These guys are in a good spot, but I need to place these first before I start even thinking. Let's go here.
Okay.
That sounded like an uncertain. Okay.
No, that's okay. It's okay. It's me processing.
Good choice, Jenna.
I'm processing. I'm worried about the after. So you understand. We played a game where the After Dark card came out, and it was the one card that basically guaranteed like 2 of my units caught. And I was like, great. So After Dark can really hit you hard if you're not careful.
Because you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
You don't know what you don't know.
Now you know. Okay. So I think I'm good with that. Just kidding, I can't place it there. Shoot. You're on multiple of the spots.
Yeah, you could go here behind, or you could go up here.
Good.
Or here. 3 spots.
Mm-hmm. I'll go behind here. Okay, so I'm going to use, because I need to get some tomes. So I'm going to use 3. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 to here. Grab that. Let's see. How can I do this? Dang it. Could do that. Okay. So I'm going to go. Oh, I only have 3.
The tricky part is getting this tome is easy. Staying alive after it is a little harder.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, you're the one who's going to be punished by the After Dark card a bit more because it's going to get there on its turn, which means next turn is where we have problems.
Mm-hmm. This being on a diagonal thing is very difficult.
For the Wander?
Mm-hmm. Because it's hard to get your pieces there.
Yeah, the way I have things set up right now is a bit trickier for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I have my gnomes hiding behind hedges, left, right, and center.
Yep. And I can't take away hedges from opponents. I can place them by opponents. I feel like it'd be nice if you could do the opposite. That would be wonderful.
I mean, no, you're right. I mean, you can move from one opponent to another, but you're right.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to go to the other side of an opponent, grab the hedge, and throw it to another opponent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But then because he's here.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Can I do something here to change his direction? No, because I have to put it beside. Oh, you guys are, oh my goodness, you guys. The AP is happening now. Oh no. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any of your guys. Okay. Let me do distract. That'll at least get him to here.
Okay.
And then I can work on, because then he'll go 1, 2, 3,
and then
4.
Or 4.
Or
you have
4.
flexibility.
Mm-hmm. Stop helping me, Alex.
It's minor helping.
Have you played the fairies before?
I have not played as the fairies. I have played against the fairies enough to know that I already don't like them. And they specifically, again, Pixie Dust to me has been very instrumental in hurting a lot of my people.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I might have figured something to at least get one of yours. So I'm going to go and use the rest of my movement to go 1, 2, 3. Actually, no. We're just going to go 1. And then, because I'm diagonal from you, I'm going to use one of my wanders to put you there. And then I'm going to move 2. 1, 2. Get my tome. Oh, I'm not going to get... No. Shoot.
What's the issue? Oh, you don't have movement?
I did it the wrong way. Okay.
You need to move this one, I think.
Yep. Stop.
I'm realizing what you're going for.
Yeah. So yes, I wanted to move here, and that was the 3 that I initially went. This guy is going to go here. Mm-hmm. And then I can use another wander for this guy. Again, there we go. And then, let's see, can I move? Because the only thing I have left is a hedge. So, to protect me.
I think the hedge has to come from an enemy to you. No, from you to an enemy.
Yep, you're right. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it.
Okay.
So then he's gonna go 1, 2, 3,
4.
4.
Nice.
There we go.
And we're going to reset the After Dark card while you set your board. I'll set this in play. These tomes are going to clear, and we're going to put one over here, and one over here, and one over here.
And then I'm going to slot
And
this
then
back
I'm
into
going to
my
go ahead and
pixie
place them out as
dust.
well. I'm just realizing something. Did you ever take your starting tome benefit for going second?
I did.
You did good. Okay,
Yep, I did.
Because I don't know if I realized that. Okay. We're going to put the new tokens down the board.
1, 1.
Dun, 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 dun. We're going to
already
put this
have
down
one there.
here,
Okay.
this down over here, and this down over here. A lot of hedges on clutter. Okay, which means he's going straight down here next, towards that way, straight pathway there, which is easy enough, but I want to try to see what I can do. Yeah, that one's a little easy, I think. So we're going to go ahead and start with that. I'm going to go ahead and do 1, 2, ooh, interesting. Intriguing. All right, we're going to go 1, 2 over there, and we are going to, pull that there. We're going to use our shift to pull you to the other side over here. Okay, and then we are going to go ahead and we could move to get something, which is fine. I'll already get this one over here, which is great. But I think what I'm going to do is I will, ooh, intriguing. 1, 2, 3. So I can burrow, move, move. So I'm trying to figure this out as far as jumping around, because I could jump here and move away, or I could try to go for a 2 capture, which I could do a 2 capture and kill myself, which is not as satisfying as you might think. But
there's no killing in this game,
there's
Alex.
There's no killing.
Simply just asking to get out of the garden.
What I think I'll do is I'm going to pop down here with this guy. Oh, I should be putting a person on the board. Which is going to go here, which changes everything. So I will go, interesting. So we're going to go ahead and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going to do the following. We're going to move this 1, 2. I think I know what I'm doing here. We'll find out there. We're going to use another shifty to pop you into here. Okay, and then we're going to use a wall move to put this wall over here, protecting my guy from there. And we're going to use a distract to pull this guy onto here. So right now he's just going to go 1, 2. And he's going to actually not hurt me yet. But I used a burrow. Did I use a burrow? I think I used a burrow. I used a burrow, and that's it. Okay, which means I can use my second burrow to get out of jail. So I'm going to use this burrow to pop over here, which should be fine. And then I can use my After Dark to pull something in to be a little closer. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull this down a bit to start accelerating the things closing in on each other. Okay, and then my turn, we're going to go ahead and go. And 1, 2, and just stay there because I can't move further. That's going to be that, which I'm going to capture 2. And then we're going to slot this tome, and I think that's it. So I'm going to slot this guy to over here, which will give me that distract back. I'm going to operate with 2 movement, 2 of these. It's going to slide down here, slide down there. And as far as boosting goes, I'm going to once again boost up a shifty, as well as another wall movement. Okay, and I'm done. Your turn.
Okay. So he's going to go, oh, he's not going to do anything. Oh, no. Yeah.
Right now he's going to go 1, 2, 3. That's all he's ending up with.
Go there. I could do that. That would change it up. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm doing?
I don't know what you're doing, but I know I found something you could do that I don't love.
Oh, no. No, I definitely want to be on the other side here. Let me go here, play it a little safe.
The real tease. Interesting. No. Okay, cool. No.
Okay, so I will say, I think I just automatically get this, right?
Yes.
Because she's on there. Great for me. And then I'm going to use distract to just do that.
Okay. Cool. The hedge stays on the board. I believe.
Oh, yes, it does. And then, now he's going to make his way up to here. Which I'm going to move to. 1, 2. I'm going to wander this guy
into the path of danger.
Mm-hmm. Then he's moving 3 now, right?
In theory.
1, 2, yeah.
Yeah.
2, 3. Could do that.
Yeah, there's some interesting flexibility at this point, based on the way the board is set up.
I think I might actually do that. I'm gonna take my wander back.
Okay.
I think I'm still okay with those 2 steps though.
Okay.
I'm gonna move a little hedge from me to him. I'm gonna put it. Oh shoot!
Can you put it in front of the Tomeskeeper, or it has to be one of my people?
It has to be one of your people. Dang it! I was hoping I could move his path. No. All right, we're putting it back. We're putting it back. So he's going here. Take all that back. Edit all that out. There we go. So he's gonna go 1, 2. Is there any way for me to get you to here? Probably not. So I think my best option now is to... Oh, I really wish I could have changed his path. That would have been really nice.
Do you still have a wall movement? I don't think you used it.
I did not end up using it. Do you suffer from AP very often?
It depends on the game. It depends on the game. I find that the tricky part with AP is always a fascinating conversation because there's multiple things going on. But the first is that how stuck are you on seeing that move and how close does it feel? Because being willing to take a suboptimal move just to keep the game moving is an intentional choice. The trickiest part is when you don't even see a good suboptimal move, or when you feel like you're just there. You're like, I can do this one thing.
I know there's always so much more I can do, but I think I just need to play this more and more.
I mean, Mythic Mischief, it's a game they put it on the box 45 minutes for a reason, but people who know what's going on can knock it out in half an hour or even less. So a lot of it is being familiar with the systems. There's definitely... Like one of the things they've been doing is those 3 capture challenges, which have been very satisfying to even just like train your mind.
Well.
And neither did I in mine, but it trains your mind to see those patterns of like, I have certain tool sets at my disposal. How can I navigate the board to accomplish that? Like, I mean, speaking frankly, I've always understood why there are the chess challenges in newspapers. Like, oh, someone wants to find it, but I never felt compelled by it. Versus with these, I would do 3 capture challenges all the time.
Yeah. Okay. So he's gonna move. 1, 2.
And stay where he is. And a capture. A capture.
1 capture. We're getting there, everyone.
Okay. And reset your board, and we'll continue with the next. So, in the meantime, on my turn, I need to think through how to get as much of you no good rascally rabbits in play. Okay. So right now we're going to be heading to the next area, which could be 1, 2, 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the following. Oh, this is tricky. This is tricky. Okay, we're going to go up 1, like so. So I'll wait till you're ready, and I'll go ahead and move. So we're going to go the following. We're going to go up here. We are going to move this onto here. So now it's going to be going 1. Well, it's going to be going 1, 2, 3 if I can navigate this correctly. We're going to Shifty to pull this guy over here. Actually, you know what? Let's pull this guy over here just in case. Then we're going to do a wall pull, where we're going to pivot this to the other side of my gnome, and therefore do another Shifty to knock you down over there. We're going to do a Distract to pull you into the spot, and that's going to bump me up a point. That's going to clear this from the board. That means his next move is going to be 1, 2, 3. And then I think what we're going to do there is, ooh, interesting. Is there a way for me to move you here? I don't think there is. That's the interesting part, because what I can do is I could go ahead and give up my cube over here to be able to expend this, to reset this distract to 1 and pull him down 1,
Ooh.
which is going with this guy, which means he's going to go 1, 2, 3 over there. And then I need to also escape, so I'm going to...
Did you already give your point for that one?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and use a burrow to pop up over here, a move to collect a cube, which I'll put into my reset, well, I'll put over here for right now, and then a second burrow to get out of the way over here, and a second move to go over here and collect this tome. And then we're going to end our turn. It's going to go 1, 2, 3.
I'm getting killed, everyone.
If it helps, the last, 1, 2 over there. Mm-hmm. The last I've been playing consistently as the gargoyles, and I have been hating seeing that puzzle, even though I've heard that other people are having a great time with that puzzle, and their win rate's actually pretty solid. But a lot of this game is about seeing which factions resonate with you. Like, I love the witches from the original. The witches are one of my favorite factions in terms of the way they navigate different things. But every faction, whereas like the vampires, I think I've had mixed experiences with. But the gnomes, this is my first time playing as them, but I like what they can do. They're very satisfying.
I feel like that's the nice thing with this game is you kind of have to find that one faction that kind of is better for your play style.
Yeah.
Which I do think when I was playing the gnomes, I really enjoyed that one.
They are very satisfying. They are very, very satisfying.
That burrow and that shifty. I'm missing my gnomes right now. Okay. My garden gnomes. All right.
And I'm going to go ahead and reset and then boost.
You are not making this easy at all.
I think the main thing to boost right now would probably just be the distract, because that's the most flexibility. Okay.
So he's literally just going to go 1, 2 onto here, unless the only thing that I can do is I can just get 1. I think that's all I can do. So let me go. Go here. I think that might be the good.
Yeah, I definitely put myself far enough away that's going to be hard for you to do a lot.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to go there. I have lots of movement. I'll be okay. Then keep myself far away, and then I will go here. All right. So those two over there, they're going to hang. It's all on this girl right here. So I'm going to go 1 movement to here. I'm going to move my wall from here to here. I'm going to do another movement, get myself out of the way. Did I already do a wander?
You did the wall movement and you moved the wrong one.
Yeah, well, I'm doing my wander now. I'm going to put you there. And then you can use my pixie dust. I'm going to swap you.
Okay.
I'm going to do another wander. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, it would be really nice if I could have gotten... You put these in a good spot. They're way far away. So then I'm going to do another wander to get you to go here. And if I could just get 1 here, which I don't... I didn't even use my fairy ring.
Oh, that's right, the fairy ring.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been helpful.
That would have been very helpful. If I distracted twice, that would just end it, right? He wouldn't take his 4 movements?
It would just end the move right away.
Yeah.
Same that result by waiting until the round.
And you can't move through the guy, can you?
Correct.
1, 2. I was just going to collect this film just for the fun of it. All right, I think I'm done. And then he's just going to go 1, 2, 3.
Trigger's end game.
Trigger's end game. I get 1 point.
That's it.
Alex killed me.
Good job. I like the gnomes. Gnomes are a fascinating little puzzle as far as they jump around through the hedges. I think in particular, as the gargoyles, I felt very limited in how much I can move, and the gnomes were like complete freedom past that. They don't have it. The shifty as well. Once you power it up, is not bad, but it's definitely I enjoyed this faction.
Yeah, I do too.
Very
I
cool.
do like the fairies too, but I just need more practice with them. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks.
Bye. You killed me!
Oh.
Come on!